It's Wednesday evening. Can you believe it? I thought it was Tuesday. It's the time's gone. This week is going fast. This week is going fast, and welcome, welcome once again. I was going to stream yesterday, but I was so tired from work. So yeah, here I am. I thought I'd do a stream this evening, and oh my hair, look, hair's all over the place. Hair's all hair. Yeah, I thought I'd do some practice painting, practice drawing this evening. It'd be nice to do some of that sort of thing. That'll be really cool. Um, so yeah, let me just switch to my. I was working on a Digimon. I think they call this one Gulmon. Gulmon, could be wrong. So I've been doing that yesterday. So I thought maybe do some practice stuff, and then yeah, just practice all night. Maybe do some thumbnailing as well, because thumbnailing is a great way to improve on composition studies and stuff like that. And it's stuff I used to do before. Hello, Lixon. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, I thought I'd do some. I thought rather than doing like a painting session, let's do some learning stuff. The stuff I used to do before I used to do all this stuff. You know, just like practice, and I used to do those sort of things in coffee shops. So I'd sit there in coffee shops, paint these little things, little studies like this, and then yeah, it'll be something I'll do. I'll do like a bunch of them. So it'd be nice to do those sort of things in this stream session. Let me just make a post on FA and all that. The usual hoo-ha of these things. You gotta keep doing that. Hope you're well though. Hope things are well with you, Linksy. Let me just post it here. There we go. There we go. Uploaded. There we go. One on Flezu. All these little uploady things always take time to do these things. You gotta make some time for it. So I'm just hopefully it won't take long. Won't take too long. Find the picture. I guess I can use a German Shepherd this time. German Shepherd might be a nice one to use. There we go. Streaming links. There we go. Upload that. Cool. I think that's gone through. Yes, it has. Excellent. So yeah, just want to keep it simple tonight. Maybe just look at some landscapes, and we paint from those landscapes, and just give us an idea of what they're about. So what I'll do is I'll get some let's get some Thomas Moran paintings. Thomas Moran. And let's start with some landscape shots, and then we take it from there. Let's see. This one I saw before, which is really good. Is that a full? Okay, let's try this one. Copy that. I might keep this Gullymon around, but we'll clear that for the moment, and we add. Oh, that's not one. Did a copy paste there. How's it going, Samurai Noodles? How's it going? Hope things are well with you, sir. Okay, so what I'm going to do here quickly is I'm just going to black and white this out, desaturate it, whoop, and then there you go, and then we're going to change the going good? We're playing some Starbound. Oh, Starbound, yes. Such a good game. There's a game definitely worth streaming as well, you know. Just saying, streaming it's a good game. There we go, that's a good piece to have there. I'm just grabbing a bunch of pictures. Hello, Happy Sad Flower. Hello, hello. Hello. I'm just getting some backgrounds in. Yeah, so Thomas Moran was one of the first painters that I kind of started to paint towards. One of the artists I thank is Noah Bradley. I used to watch his streams. I watch his streams, and I watched some of his videos on his fascination with Thomas Moran. So I thought I'd check him out. And since then, I've done a few studies based on some of Thomas Moran's works. So it's very, very nice. Yeah, it's great stuff. find some more landscape shots by Thomas Moran. Let's have a look. Let me see. Ooh, Let's get Sergeant as well. Singer Sergeant. Singer. Paintings. Landscape. Oh. Yeah. Let's do landscape paintings, master artists, master. Oh, hello, here we go. Let's look at Maxwell Parrish. Maxwell Parrish is another really good artist. If you've not seen Maxwell Parrish, really phenomenal art pieces. I'll include one of these pieces on here once I get some, once I find some, which may work. Landscape paintings, Maxwell Parrish. Actually, in fact, most of Parrish's ones seem to be very, yeah. Let's stick with Thomas Moran again, because Thomas Moran is more up what I'm trying to aim for. So it'd be nice to have more of his pieces. He does a lot of mountain ones. That's the thing. Actually, this one's good as well. Copy. That, and we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna get rid of the hue and saturation. Let's get rid of make it black and white, and then we're gonna bump up the levels so we can separate the blackness and whites a bit, just a bit more. Gives a bit more difference there. We can see. There you go. Bring that up and bring that up. See the whites are coming up. There we go. So let's start with these two. Let's start with these two pieces, and then we can work on more as we go along. But yeah, some landscape stuff. So I'm using my usual brush here. General brush is fine. Any brush will do. There we go. Oh. So yeah, and we can stick with using. I think can I do grayscale on this? Let's bring up the palette, the color swatches. There we go. Swatches. There we go. So we've got the swatches on my side here. It's a really handy way to get the color and everything I need without messing around with anything. There we go. Couldn't see my layers. Added a new layer there. Here we go. So I'm getting rid of the opacity. So all we're left with is with hard color. There you go. So, in fact, normally, like any drawing, I would always do the sketch just to get the idea of this piece. You know, just get that. There's more ones put aside there. Don't worry, I'll erase that in a minute, the corner part, but yeah, really look for the shapes, you know, look for those. See, when painting's involved, you don't have to concentrate too much. You can just let yourself go, just really think about the shapes that you see, take your time. I remember when I first started doing these kind of paintings, these kind of studies, correct? These kind of studies, you know, it's just about spending time just looking, just really look at what you're trying to draw, and you'll start to see, you know, a pattern, a habit, an approach. You'll start seeing this sense of, I've seen, you know, I've never noticed this little shape before. Oh, you know. But it's also about looking at how things are relatable to each other. So that's another interesting aspect to think about, you know, when you do these things. So, and if it comes out wrong, it comes out wrong. Don't worry about it. You cannot expect everything to come out perfect. If you do things perfectly, then there's no point, is it? If I nailed this perfectly, I would still look for for things that I can improve, I can make things better. Yeah, cool. So let's get rid of that thing in the corner. So I was saying before, using values, so basically using 3 colors only, 3 colors. To make this even easier, I can probably let's try and knock this out. Let's knock this out even more. Level systems. Let's level it out even more. Oops. Where's our levels? There's my levels. If I do this, there we go. If I just squash it down even more. Look at that. Yeah, there we go. In fact, I can probably use polarize, but polarize might be worse, I think. Yeah, maybe that. Actually, let me just see if I can polarize it. Because sometimes polarize flattens all the colors out and everything, so it's all good. There we go. Nope. Yeah, so that's obviously polar threshold is basically black or white, so we don't want that. We want to try and lower these down into levels. So I guess using the levels is fine. We can keep with what's there and really try and tap into those areas. Those areas of is that there? Tap into those areas of value. This is a value study. So just the line. Where's the border? Where's that border? Oh, paint on my border. Paint on the border. Right, make a new layer. There we go. Let's start. Let's just first cover it all up. There we go. Cover it all up. And just by squinting, we can just basically find areas of interest. You know, which this not going bright. Actually, that's good starting point. I guess we can use this, and then it fades away to that kind of grey there. Yeah, and we know this area is pure, almost white, so we can pretty much accept that. There is all white. And there's a darker section here. There's trees and stuff. These are the trees area. Stand it. So yeah, just keeping it relatively simple, really. Nothing crazy about these kind of approaches. It's all about just looking for value. You'd be surprised what you see. When doing these kind of self-studies about what we can find from doing this. Clearly, the focal point is this area here. You know, this part here. Clearly, the painter, in this case Thomas Moran, wanted to focus on the mountains. So you'll be looking at that first, and I think that's good. So I'm knocking a bit less white here. So whilst I'm painting, I'm actually squinting. My eyes are, I'm not squinting, but like I'm kind of blurring my eyes away, so I can just focus on these little areas that are telling me information about this piece in particular. You know, obviously it's a bit more wider. That's fine, but it's a good way to you know, get an understanding of what it is this piece is trying to say, the areas of interest in this case. Very interesting. So this comes down here. In fact, this line comes down here a bit and then cuts through here. So this kind of vanishes off a bit. So let's do that a bit there. We can probably do that. This comes down. Don't worry about if it mixes up or not, that's fine, because we don't want to use too many greys. We're going to try and keep it as low, you know, a small number of values. Because the moment you start using more values, things start to get complicated, and I think that's where you've got to be careful. Start small. Start with small number of values and then build up. But for now, we're using just a set number of values and nothing more. I think that's another good way of really seeing what's going on in this piece, just by looking. Okay, cool. That's not always samurai. Gotta make an errand. Make those errands. There we go. So there we go. Yeah. One of many. Oh, I've got to post. I'm streaming on another channel. 1 second. Always forget to do this every time. Creative. Streaming doodles. There we go. And there we go. Oh, coffee. Good old coffee. Where have you been? Where have you been? Tasty coffee. So, next piece. I'm probably going to use the same layer here because I really cannot be bothered to make another. So, another square. So I'm pretty much eyeballing this. I'm not really keeping an eye tabs on the initial, you know, like, oh, it's meant to be like this. So. And I've lost the line layer. Oh, there's the line layer. Cool. So again, gonna be doing a quick sketch, you know, just to really get the shapes in. Normally, when I do these studies and stuff like this, I always look for the biggest shape. The biggest shape I can see is this weird kind of like, actually, yeah, that weird large shape. So I can quickly just chisel in and just use that as a starting point, and thereon I can perhaps, you know, cut out everything else. And there's a little guy there, little individual there, and then we have this like little river that's running towards here. Little shape here, when there's like these little puddle shapes here, but we can curve them in later. So this area could just pretty much be blackened out really with a slightly darker grey, but then we have this land, little thing there, clouds here, yeah. And next to that we have this little cut in there. But more importantly, this tree is what we're looking at here. This tree spreading out. So that bit there is there, so we can probably just make a hole there. Yeah. The aim is not to spend too long on these. Not to spend too long, just relatively simple. I want to cheat and just grab this value here because we're not using many colours. We want to try and use as less values as possible to distinguish this piece. What makes this piece the way it is? What is it that's important here? So I think from looking at this, it's this sky here, but also more importantly, there's an individual here. There's a little guy there against the white, sort of semi-grey background here. Yeah. There you go. There. Just lighting out these little areas. Whoop. Just like that. Just like that. And then pop these little sections in. Oh, you know what? I forgot to mention. tell a friend that I'm streaming. I'll let them know as well, because they sometimes like looking at these sessions. I think one other thing I may try and do on here is these short 10-minute face studies as well. Someone mentioned to me I should do, and I've not had time to do them. And I think this would be a perfect time to really, tap into those short studies and really get that in there. So I'm just blocking this shape in here, but then we have a lot. Even though this is dark, it's not too dark, but actually this should be a lot darker. But I'll add that in later. So I get this, tap in this block here. There we go. Just like that. So, I've pinched that grey there, but I'm going to just use lighter grey just on some of these branches, because not all these areas are relevant. They're not hitting the heavier values, but some parts are, and I think we can be forgiving and add those in. Even though this is meant to be a simplistic thumbnail, we don't want to spend too much time on these things. But the more you spend on these things, then it's not really a thumbnail. It ends up being something else. I just remembered I need to post on Telegram Twitter. Let's do that now. It should take no more than a few minutes. Oh goodness. Bear with me. I've not used my Twitter in a while, so obviously a lot of messages piled up. Okay, right. There you go. So I'm just going to copy these links. Let me quickly, there we go. Okay, there we go. Ooh. Boom. Done. Just like that, see? Doesn't take long. Don't take long. There we go. Sweet. There we go. Yeah, so usually making these announcements, I do it manually. I don't really do them automated, or in an automatic way. So especially with certain social media platforms, they never talk to each other. So I may have to investigate if there's a way to simplify that. I know Restream tends to have its own way of announcing, which it does fine, but sometimes it's nice to have a bit of control about what messages are passed on onto those services. Okay, so there we go. So now we're breaking our values a bit, just a little bit, adding a bit more values here, just to have a sense of differentiation between values to show that there is something going on. You can, I mean, you can keep it really simple from here. But like I said, I'm just basically looking for areas that tell us this information about what's going on. Where's our eyes? Where's our focus here? Clearly, the lighter values will always be the area of attention. So, in this case, the sky plays an important part because we can see that. And there's a section here. Obviously, I've done it, blotched it in here. That's fine. And then we have an individual here, which obviously we can't see, but it's a little guy there, little fellow, and a little hat, and that's fine. And that is perfectly fine. Then we have this water section, so we can probably grab this kind of, not too bright, but just enough just to get these little bits in, like so. Yeah. Maybe add a bit of, no, we could add a bit of white, just a little bit, but not that much, but just a little, just to show it's like, hey, it's actually like a watery, rivery thing going on there, but actually that's a bit too white there, but there we go. Yeah. There we go. Maybe add a bit of dark shadow there. There we go. So interesting, rather interesting sense of shape going on there. But again, you know, from looking at this, these two areas are the focal points, and you've got little bits of indentation here of light going through the trees and stuff to give it that sense of shape. But our focus is there, but then it goes to that person's. But I take it, I assume, obviously I've changed the layers a bit here, that I assume he's probably, I guess I can't turn on now, but the saturation I've been involved more on this fellow, because as a person there, normally our eyes are drawn to seeing people on pictures. That's why the first things you normally see a person sitting, standing by or something, doing something. So yeah, okay, so that's 2 landscape stuff I've done. Maybe we can do some people stuff. Let's do some people stuff. So I've not done people in a while, so it'd be good to do some people-y stuff. So, hey Blitz, how's it going? Evening, good evening. How are you today? Oh, my notification's going off a bit crazy. Let me start the notifications. Oh my god, making dingling noises. Okay, so portrait reference. Let's look for portrait references. There we go. Well, I actually got some. Oh wow, found some really good ones. There we go. So let's drop this in there. Whoa, hello. He's a bit of a big fella. Ooh. I'm gonna hide the background stuff there. There we go. Good. How are you? I've been drawing all day. Oh wow, have you been? Oh really? You should show you some of the stuff you've drawn. If you've got anything to show, that is. Happy to. If on my Discord there's a art showcase section. So you know, if you want to, if you ever want to share your stuff, I mean, a fair few people who share their stuff on there, so it's fine. I always like looking on what people get up to. So yeah, feel free to share on there. I'll definitely have a look, see if you've got something to share. So I'm gonna count this down. I'm gonna spend 10 minutes on this piece. 10 minutes of just a value painting of this face, nothing more. Doesn't matter get it wrong. That's the thing. That's the price to pay for 10 minutes. So I've got a 10-minute timer here. Okay. Oh, it started before I can even get ready. 1 second. Oh, blast. Oh yeah. Oh, you know what? I did visit. Oh yeah. I briefly visited your channel. I didn't really look for it properly. I was like kind of skimming through things. Like I think I did it when I was like about to go to bed. That sort of thing. I need to properly spend time looking at things. Uh, you can put on the server if you like, or if you can DM them to me if you like. Either's fine. Yeah, yeah. Send it. I'll be happy to look at it. Okay, here we go. Actually, let me stop 1 second. Let me look at this. Let me look at this head for a second. Let me look at it. So we spend a lot of time just attacking a drawing without really looking. Looking is important because when you look at things, we start to absorb and analyze what we're trying to see, and if we're not looking, then we're not paying attention. So it's always good to look at the subject before you start. Yeah, for my yeah, okay. Okay. Right. I think I'm ready. I might stop a bit again to look, but I'm gonna make use of my 10 minutes. The first, I might use the first 3 minutes just to look at this individual. So so it's not gonna be a line piece. It's gonna be a pure painterly value piece. So using just value. So this should be interesting. I'm gonna stick with using colors. Where's my color? I keep losing my color palette. Where is my color palette? It's Photoshop. Here we go. Swatches. Bingo. Right, keep swatches up here. Can I make them bigger? Large. There we go. Large swatches. You guys can't see swatches, so I've got a nice color swatch sitting on top of my stuff. Right. Okay. So I could potentially just set this to black and white. I think I should. Let me see how it looks in black and white. Color balance. No, not color balance. Yeah, not color balance. Black and white. There we go. That's the old nipper. Right. So seeing in value just makes it a bit easier, and after all it's a study, so it's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Right, let's begin. So I always pick a mid-tone value. And I'll try just to sculpt the shape, just the overall shape that is looking, you know. Usually I find that the first first 10-minute first study is always the one that's the one that's like the worst one, and I think that happens because you're trying to get into the groove, and that's natural. I don't know if anyone else feels that way. I've always been someone that normally if I before I begin any kind of drawing, it's good to just spend time warming up to something before committing to something. But I sometimes do I do that before I start streaming, and this time around I didn't do that. I thought, let me jump straight into streaming and really go for it, and it's a good challenge because it puts you in an uncomfortable position, but at the same time it makes you stronger. I think it makes you stronger. I think it's important that to always challenge yourself, challenge your boundaries, and if you fail, that's fine. I've failed so many times. I think I'm failing with this one, but it's perfectly fine to fail. I think what I should have done, I do it now actually, is just do a really base value. There we go. That's probably why it's working. There we go. Because no point in doing a value study when the background is not matching the individual. See, now everything's changed now, so I have to like repaint it all over again. There we go. So I'm not using a black here. I'm just really using just almost near black grey from the swatch from the swatch set. So by the way, you don't if you plan to do these kind of studies, you don't need to use a textured brush. You can use any kind of brush. You can use a normal rounded brush, as long as it's got no opacity. So right now I'm just making. Right now the strokes are pressure based in terms of the size of the brush, but the opacity is always fixed. It's always hard edged. I call it the hard edge brush, and it's a great way to really have the amount of values. You know, what you paint is the value you're painting. You're not making different value gradations of that same color or same value. Sorry. So yeah, so I picked this kind of grey, and any stroke I make will always be that grey, big or small. I think that's good. Yeah, there you go. There's a lot of things going on here, but that's fine. I'm basically, in fact, I should be simplifying this even more. Probably simplify it more. There we go. I think the next study I might do is the. I think I've got in my reference folder is the cube head, which is a really good study piece to use for doing value studies with as well, because it can really help in terms of understanding color. You know, understanding color, so understanding value and planes of the form, the planes of the head in this case. So it's really, really handy. Scraft Cat, thank you for the follow. And a potato is on its way to you. A potato is on its way to you right now, in this crazy pandemic we have right now. The potato will still get to you. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. You're too kind. You have my gratitude. Yes, yes. And welcome wherever you are. Welcome whatever place you're from. Yes. Just 3 minutes left on my study piece here. Just this is like for 10 minutes. I think it's a bit of a bit too short, but that's fine. Normally, it's best to start short and then get really, really short, and then go for like a long piece at the end. But for now, I'm just sticking with relatively simple timings, so I can just get quick fired up, making these little doodles. There we go. So again, I'm not really focused on detail, just looking at the planes and looking for those planes, looking for the shapes. What am I looking? You know, I'm always questioning, like, what's that value there? Is that value dark? Is it bright? Is it? It needs to be darker there. There we go. And also, I'm using the swatches that are available from Photoshop. I'm not using any blending or anything like that, because blending would ruin this piece completely. So just really relying on what the values I'm given, and define it from there. So I'm quickly get this thing quickly before the time runs out. I've got about 2 minutes left. Yeah, sure, of course, yeah. I'll have a look. Yes. This guy's looking like a robot now. It's almost looking like a robot. Mr. Robot. There's a little brow there. Always remember the brow line has like a little bump, a little noggin bump. And this is, I've got 1 minute left, a minute and a half left, and I'm still not even. I've just started. I should probably increase the time limit a bit more. Then oh dear, oh no, time's running short. Oh my god, almost a minute left. Quick, quick, quick. This is... See, I'm constantly watching the time now. I shouldn't be doing that, but... clock watching. Welcome back, Samurai. Welcome back. So, I'm trying to quickly get this in before the clock runs out. Got 46 seconds left. So it is getting close. It is getting close. It's a relatively nice post. This I might keep this one as a reference because it's a nice, reference piece for drawing the head at an angle as well. You know, if you've never drawn the face at an angle, this is damn good, damn good, damn good. Okay, there's this bit of darker value there. Trapezius. I'm picking a light grey here with lighter grey. Here we go. 12 seconds left. Oh, there we go. Time is up. Time is up. Well, not bad. We tried to get as close as I could to that individual's subject's face, but you know, again, you're playing against what the time you're given, and this gives you a good understanding of how to utilize your time based on what you have left, and you know what you have. So it's good to do this kind of approach, and I'm still continuing with this, but I'm just gonna just basically chipping it in, just refining it a bit before I stop there. Let's find another head as well. Whilst I close this in. Cool. Right. So that's one. Next one. I will save this into a folder. There we go. Cool. Next one. Let's find another head. Let me see. Google, find some more portraits. Yeah, but this one was from Portrait Reference. What's this from? Realistic. What blah blah blah. What website is this from? This portrait. This Realist Academy. Okay. This guy's got. Oh wow, this guy's got multiple. Okay, we might have to. I might use this guy again. Hang on. Can I extract that, please? I'll just screenshot it. I'm just going to screenshot it because it's actually pretty cool. For studying reference pieces, this is fine. Almost said peaches there. Reference peaches. There we go. So again, I'm going to use the same guy again because it's pretty cool. It's a cool reference. So I'm just going to paste it on top of that one. There we go. Look at that. Hey. And then we'll do like 3 male and then 2, maybe 3 female or something like that. We'll do that. Cool. Let's hide that one back there because it's. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, did you send? Oh, you did send them. Okay, let's have a look at them. Oh, hey. Clearly you like My Little Pony, is that right? My Little Pony? Oh, these are videos. Okay, one second. Some of these are videos. Can I play these? Oh, can I play them? Okay. Ah. That's pretty cool. You could give them like an animated effects. That's pretty rad. It's very nice. Is that using After Effects? That's very nice. I used After Effects a long while back. I should probably start going back to using it to make silly videos. It's always been a case of using the Camtasia, but for making special effects and stuff, I would use After Effects, and I assume that's what most people use that for. But you can use it for animation a bit, but I wasn't that good at it on figuring out After Effects that much. But I did some simple tweens and stuff. But yeah, that's as far as I've got. That's very nice work. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah. I did some MLP art way back. I actually use a paid application for it. It's easy, pretty easy. But if you want to animate something, okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah, I'll ponder that. Yeah, I mean, I've got I mean, right now I've got like the Master Collection, the CS6 Master Collection. Obviously, Adobe's been constantly on my back to upgrade, but I'm not going to upgrade. I don't need CC because everything I need runs fine on Photoshop CS6. So there's I mean, even though I've used CC, I've not seen any difference between using that and using the CS6. Everything still works fine. I don't see why anyone needs to pay monthly. I understand people like to pay for the upgrades and stuff and additional support, but you know, I like to own things. You know, if you buy something, you need to own it. You know, so. But yeah. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah. I mean, yeah. MLP is when Friendship is Magic kicked off. That was really popular. It was really popular when it started. A few friends of mine, they became bronies. Can you believe it? They became bronies. I mean, nothing to do with, you know, I don't care if they enjoy that sort of thing. That's fine, you know. But it's interesting to see like the evolution of it. They used to tell me the story. Oh yeah, they used to watch the show and everything. Tell me how deep it really was and everything. And I'm like, cool, good, you know. But yeah, they got into it. I'm not sure if they still are. I'm not sure, but I never really question them on them, what they enjoy. So, but yeah, very nice. Yeah, and I've met a few artists on Picato, which is another platform I stream on. There's a fair few artists that do MLP art for commission, and they seem to make some good money from doing pony art. So. Yes, I guess there's still a market there, which people pay a lot of money. I got told once that someone bought like a commission, a pony character for like for almost $900. That's serious money. Pony, basically a similar style MLP kind of, you know, animated show kind of style illustration for $900. Pretty impressive. I'm probably in the wrong field then. If they're making simple pony art and selling it for that much. Surprisingly alive, though it's underground. Yeah. I've not seen that many. Like, it's kind of gone. Yeah, it was an adopt. I think it was an adopt. But yeah, it's insane. Like, there are people out there that want these kind of things, and they're willing to pay top dollar for it. I mean. It wasn't even realistic, you know. It wasn't like your quality. It was more like just flat shaded, soft shaded. And I looked at it, I thought, wow, $900 for that. You know, there must be something. I'm in the wrong field. I honestly am in the wrong field. If people are like offering to pay that much for that kind of art, you can probably just make that all day and just. It's insane. But yeah, anyway. It's good to know that it's a field that's if you're good at doing it, tap into it. I'd say. Okay. Yeah. I'm in a few underground groups from 5 years ago. A few artists make. Oh wow! See, like I'll be honest. I watched Friendship is Magic once as in when it first came out, and I watched it because someone told me it was done by the writers that did Powerpuff Girls. Now I love Powerpuff Girls. Powerpuff Girls is an amazing show, amazing series. I used to watch it on Cartoon Network, and something about Powerpuff Girls is the fact that it's entertaining. It's got great villains, got great characters, and I thought. If the new MLP show, the Friendship is Magic, if it's going to be written by them, then it's bound to be good, right? You know, it's gonna have like zany characters. You know, like can you imagine if My Little Pony had like enemy villains like Mojo Jojo or him, or the those oh, I forgot what it's called now. Those gangrene gang, like and obviously like your characters like the mayor and you know stuff like that. If it had those sort of things going on in it, and obviously the ponies themselves, if they were similar to you know Bubbles and Blossom and you know and Buttercup, you know that kind of one's a fighter, one's like beating up villains and stuff, I'd be all over it. But I watched the first 2 episodes and I didn't see any of that, and I kind of like just gave up on it, sadly. But yeah, like I said, some people I know who are now bronies, they told me that it's changed a lot. I mean, the story is really good, but like, I don't know. Apparently, the series goes into like deep topics as well. But like again, it's you have to. I guess you'd only know that if you've been watching it for so long. I kind of stopped. I see some MLP albums. Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess it's still around. Yeah, it's still around. It will always be around. So that's fine. Yeah. But like, I think a few years ago when MLP was popular, boy, you see Pony Art everywhere. The show changed a lot from. I think that's what I got told as well. Like it changes, and yeah. I tell you what apparently like told me like a friend of mine who watched it, and he said that it kind of goes downhill after the main character possesses like god powers. And I think when you make a story or a series, you should never make the main character godlike, because the moment you do that, then all their weaknesses are gone. I think a character should always have a weakness. Or it's better to have a downfall of a character, of a main character. If you have a downfall of a main character, then I think it becomes more engaging. That's just me thinking story wise. You know, I like stories which have, you know, like, you know, there's always like things that get people down. And I think that's yeah. That's my general observation and thoughts on writing. And not a good writer yet. I'm still learning to write, but ideas run through my head. Some things. Okay, right. Back to drawing. Oh, it's very deep. It's very deep combo. But yeah. So is there going to be another MLP show? Is that it? Because I last I heard, right. So I don't know. I don't really follow MLP, but like it ended, right? The show finale happened. Is there going to be another one happening, or is that it? That's it. That's the end of the whole thing. The whole thing's over now. Chin goes down there. There we go. Oh, I forgot to mention, I should have used that head I found. I'll do that next. I think the head, the cubic head, if I find it on my drive. Excuse me. Just darken that shape. Let's simplify this down. Let's just use simple block shapes to really pop this in. There we go. There you go. I'll be agree with that. It's rumored that they're making a 5th generation. It might eventually be confirmed. Oh, okay. Yeah. See, I think animated shows should focus more on adult stuff. I don't know if you guys did. I'm sure most of you have seen Samurai Jack. And I'll be honest, like when it first came out, I never heard of it. I've heard of it, but I never watched it. Even though it was on Cartoon Network, I never watched it. And people would go on and on about Samurai Jack, like they'll say it's the best show ever. I'm like, they'll say it's like the best thing ever, and I'll say I've never watched it, and they go, you suck if you haven't seen it. So, but yeah, I've never watched it. I've never ever watched it. And then a few years later, I finally said to myself, you know what, whilst I'm streaming, I'll play a few episodes of it. and wow, I was hooked on it. 10 minutes, like the short nugget of stories told in such a beautiful way. If you've not seen Samurai Jack, I highly recommend it. It blew my mind, and I think for one sitting on a stream, watched it. Oh, Blitz, you got to watch it. You have to watch it. I highly recommend it. I wished I watched it when it first came out. That's how good it is. But so what happened is, like, Cartoon Network first used to show that show, and so it was more of like a Powerpuff kind of semi-serious kind of animated series, right? But then I think on season 4 it got cancelled, or they just stopped making it. But the show ended on a cliffhanger, and then Adult Swim decided to continue it to make one final season, the season finale. And obviously Adult Swim are known for adult animations, and wow, it changes the tone of the series from a semi-teen kind of show to like a teen adult show. Like it doesn't have nudity or anything like that, but it's the way it's done. Clearly it was made to, it could work out clearly as an adult series, but it's such a good show. But the really cool thing about it is the series doesn't have much dialogue. It's not about dialogue, it's all about visuals. The whole thing is like a silent comic. So, and yeah, I highly recommend it if you've not watched it. And each episode is 10 minutes long. That's how awesome it is. 10 minutes of awesome. I think it's 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I can't remember, but they were short, but they're so good. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. Yeah. I'm glad I watched it. I took the time to watch it because I can see why people talk about it, and I'm talking about it now. So if you ever get a chance, do check it out. I don't think there will ever be a show like that ever again, but I thought it was well put together. Good villains as well. Good villains, good characters. Because there's a bunch of characters that get added along the way, and yeah, it just makes it really worthwhile. And yeah, it's clearly not a kids kind of show, but it's done in such a way that it's more of a teen show. I think more of a teen animated show. Unless Samurai Noodles can probably Primal is good. I've not heard of Primal before. We have to tell me what Primal's about. Reflection going on under the chin there, so I'm going to try and I might use that same background lighting as the shadow. I've also been playing Pokemon Go. Don't know if anyone else plays Pokemon Go. I've been playing that a fair bit. Got myself some rage. I've been playing it on and off. Playing that, like, I used to play it every day during lockdown, and obviously during the winter time I've stopped playing it completely, and now I've gone back to it again. Grabbing all the legendaries. But I need to get back out. It's been really cold as well. There's a new series from the creators of Samurai Jack. Okay, very style. Primal, yes, I've seen Primal. I've seen the cover of it. Sorry, now I remember. I did come across it. I've not watched it. If it's made by the people that made Samurai Jack, I think I may try and catch it. I might try watching it. Wow. Okay, that's another show to watch. I still haven't finished watching season 2 of Beastars either. So Beastars is on my to-do list, and I've just not had time to watch that either. I've just been arting, streaming, and then going to bed. And then obviously playing a bit of System Shock. Good old System Shock. It's very violent, it's just you. And I really suggest you give MLP another chance. I'll see. I don't know. MLP's I don't know. Yeah. We shall see. I can't. No promises. I don't know. I found MLP to be. I don't know. I just felt uncomfortable watching it. Maybe just me. Maybe I guess it's what how can I say it? Yeah. I don't know. I'll give it another. I may give it another chance. I may. I'm not sure. There's a lot of episodes, aren't there? How many episodes are there? There's probably loads. It's season 2 to 4. May have to ponder on it. Mind you, I used to watch back in my day. I never used to watch My Little Pony. I used to watch Care Bears. Care Bears was a thing, man. Care Bears was kick-ass. In primary school, there'd be like one side there'd be the My Little Pony, mostly girls, and on the other side you have like the girls and boys who enjoyed My Little not My Little Pony. They enjoyed what's it called? Care Bears. Care Bears at the time was kick-ass. Don't know if anyone remembers Care Bears. It's a pretty cool show. Bit more white in there. We go. Oh, down about 15 seconds left. Where's the time gone? Just having fun and lost time there. Oh well. Oh, dang. His head's a bit squashy head. That'll do. Right, next one. Okay, stop it. Right, so let's find that cube head I was talking about. There we go. I think I'll put an online cube head reference. There's a name for it. I've forgotten. You know what? Let me just look on my reference folder. I've forgotten. There's a name for it. Someone made a 3D cubed head, which is like a good reference points to study from. 3D cube reference drawing. Can't spell drawing problem. Oh no! I found it. What is it called? It's called AJ Tuna lighting. No. There we go. What's that head called? There's a name for this head and I've forgotten what it's called. Planes of the face, there we go. Boom, done it. Right, so let's find a good reference of this particular one, and then we can use that. Okay, there's some nice ones here. Itchy bicep. Right. Just picking the right shot here, then I'll paste it in and we begin painting that. Just making sure none of these are not painted ones. Some of them are really well made in terms of actual painted studies of that head. I'm going to be picking those ones. I'm going to be actually picking the original. And I think I found it. Okay. Yeah, let's use this one. Open new image. It's a bit of it's a tiny image. Okay. Can you find another one? Yeah, this will do. copy image. Okay, so this is done for now. Let's make another head. There we go. These little guys look like cubic heads. You may have seen these already. Very commonly used throughout the digital artist field, and sculptors as well. Sculptors tend to get this head. You can buy them. I think you can get online. I think. Highly recommend it. I don't own one, but you can find loads of references of this particular individual. And what we want is maybe the front. Maybe do the front. Side angle looks good, but let's do the front because I'm not done the front yet. It's good demonstration to good. It's a good piece to use to discover the planes of the form, the planes of the head. Should I say? Yeah, let me. Wow, I've already been streaming for an hour. Time just goes fast. Time just goes fast when you're streaming. It's just insane. And you're surrounded by a good company. That's what matters. Surrounded by good company whilst you're studying. It's a good way to get things done. Okay, I'm just gonna set the timer again for this. Oh, okay. Right. Let's get ready. Oh, you know what? Let me set the lighting. My lighting is a bit warm. Actually, I don't need to worry about lighting. Yeah. Good company. Yeah. Normally on Discord, I'm surrounded by crazy company. By that I mean good old samurai noodles. He's the moonshine master, moonshine and beer master. But yeah. I think for art streaming, I mean, it's not much to look at when people stream. I sometimes, when I watch people stream, I sometimes lose attention because I'm doing multiple things, and I understand. You know, I'd feel bad if I wasn't paying too much attention. But yesterday, I was watching a streamer who I watch on. She's streaming right now, and she's a tattooist. And instead of me streaming, I was going to stream yesterday. I didn't because I ended up watching her stream whilst I was working on my own stuff. So yeah, it's a shame really because I was hoping to stream yesterday just to doing this exact stuff, but instead I painted a I painted a Gullymon. Actually, I might do a Gullymon after 2 more study pieces. I might do that, and yeah, it was fun. It was fun to watch someone else stream, and it just sometimes you get lost in conversation. I think that's the beauty thing. That's the nice thing about streamers. If someone that's streaming is entertaining you and you're there to listen, then that's great. But I've come across some streamers which don't really talk, and I think that's they're missing on a good opportunity there. You know, I know some people like to look at art. I usually look out for what people are talking about. If they're talking about something interesting, then it gives you the reason to stick around. You know, it gives you the reason to like, oh, you know, hey, he's talking sense. He's talking about something. I like listening to that. And I made a mistake here. Rather than doing the blocking, I just went straight into doing the head, the upper part there. Bad. But yeah, it's sometimes good to have conversation about stuff, whether it's art, whether it's TV shows, or stuff that's going on in terms of the industry or anything which can get conversation going. I think that's great. Because in this time, I know some people don't really have much contact, you know, given the lockdown situation. I've always pretty much been hanging out on Discord for quite a bit, you know, because it's my only way of socializing, if you know, so to say, socializing. I've been introduced to VR chat. I did try that, and I don't know. I'm not used to it yet. I tried, you know, with me. One thing I like about Discord is you can talk to people. At the same time, you can work. You know, if you're working on something, if you're painting something, you can talk to someone whilst you're painting, which I'm doing right now. You know, So if I was in a Discord, if I was in a Discord room talking to someone, I'd be working away whilst having a conversation. Whereas VR chat, you don't have that luxury. You have to. It's a VR room, isn't it? So you're talking to people. So you have to kind of like switch off a bit. You have to switch off a bit and just have a conversation. When I was using VR chat, I was thinking about getting back to work, doing some art or something. I was like, oh, I wish could be painting right now if I was still talking to people, or can be talking to people and painting. Can't do both. So it's not for everyone, I guess. But I did try it. I might try it again at some point. But I don't know if anyone else has used VR chat. It's relatively popular right now. It's it's great for socializing. It's one thing I noticed. Like I said, even though I felt a bit bored, I did enjoy the conversation I was with, because there's some people like that I know, great people, great friends. We chit chat with them, see how they are and stuff, and they do a fair lot of 3D modeling, so they demonstrate some of their new models they've made for VR chat. So they want to show me around and stuff. So it's great little tour. But I think another thing I noticed is for VR chat, it's good to have a VR headset. You don't need a VR headset. It's not mandatory, but the interaction of how VR chat works is useful. So like picking up objects, playing games, things like that. It's good. It's good for what it is. If you like doing that sort of thing, then it's great. It's a great social platform. I think it's like another Second Life, or maybe better than Second Life. I think, because I tried Second Life way back. I hated that. Second Life, it had like a massive learning curve. I had no idea what I was doing, and just gave up on it. I flew around a bit because you can fly. I flew around a bit and then I uninstalled it. That's my experience of SL's rough, exactly. It doesn't really give you much of a guide in terms of how to use it. Whereas VR chat, clearly the commands are everything's really simplistic. You can just pick up and go sort of thing. It'll tell you the main commands and then that's it. You don't need to learn anything else. You can start using it the moment you get it, and that's nice. That intrusive set, tools and stuff. But again, it's not my forte, but I may give it a try again. I think my first impressions, always like a bit ropey. I guess the right word to say is, I think if I get a VR headset, then I'll give it a try, and we'll see if that sways my my reason of it. But I think, because one of the things I do want to get a VR headset. I've been planning to get one, but I need to find a good reason to get one. So far, getting it just for just Phasmophobia would be a bit overkill. I need it for something more. And I don't know if VR chat qualifies that. Doesn't qualify for that. I'm not sure. There's also Half-Life Alyx, which looks phenomenal. I'm sure you guys have seen the game. It looks pretty amazing. Which reminds me of saying that I've not played Phasmophobia in a long while. I might have to go back to playing Phasmophobia again. Get some people on there. Smash out Phasmophobia a bit. I do miss that. When that game came out, boy, I'd be all over that game. It got to a point where I wasn't scared of the ghost. I just went in there, did my part of it, and got out of it. I watched a lot of Let's Play. Alex was awesome. Yeah. Every time you say Yacht Shack, I look up because of my server, Yacht Shack. Is that your server? Oh, whoops, paint on the wrong layer. Oh, I think I'm painting on the wrong... Oh, no. Oh, never mind, I'll paint on the same layer. Doesn't matter. Let me just copy it over. There we go. Let's flatten it down on that. There we go. Jur. So that chin is up. There's that. There's a lot of ambient occlusion here as well, which I forgot to mention. Ambient occlusion, which is the shadow in between the edges. So there's like the areas there, crack that bit there. There's ambient occlusion there. Ambient occlusion. There's a lot of little bits of little sneaky little stuff going on here. Been a while since I've done these kind of studies. I used to do these kind of like painterly things in coffee shops. So I'll take my laptop with me, sit down, coffee, large mocha from Starbucks. So it'll be a Starbucks I'll go to, and that is it. I'd be there all day. Until closing time. And the ones in London, they close around about 9:30 to 10 o'clock. So I'd be there. I'd be the last one to leave, and I'd know I'd know the staff people there as well. So I'd hang out with them. How sad is that? But but it was amazing. You know, I got to meet random people as well, which is nice. You get to meet people who watch you, and you know, you can talk to them about art and stuff, and you know, they'll watch their, you know, drinking their coffee, and oh, time's up. There we go. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful doing, you know, getting away from everything, because one of my problems was being distracted. I always get distracted when doing studies at home, because obviously I'd have like YouTube or something like someone on Steam playing a game, and I'll say to myself, oh, do I want to play that game? I think I'll play that game and I'll draw later, and I'll end up playing the video game and forget about the study and stuff. And yeah, that was a bad habit. So I used to take my laptop, take my tablet, this Intuos 4, old school Intuos 4. I've had it for so long. I've had it for so long, and it still works. It's like a beautiful tablet. And I just paint like this, doing exactly what I'm doing right now. And I'll keep doing this. You keep doing this until you discover new things, and you get stronger every time. And that's what you want. You want to try and you want to get stronger. You want to get stronger. Get strong. Build those muscles up. Build those artistic muscles. It's the only way. Let me just find some more. Oh, hello, Jenny. Oh, front lighting. Let's do a female now. Let's do a female. Not doing a female. Let's see this one. Jasmine. This site's really cool. I like this site. Can we do similar posts? Yeah, this site's got like so many different kinds of portraits, and it's rotated. It's rotated as well. Content is protected. Yes, I know content is protected. That's fine. I'm just using it for study purposes, not trying to pinch it. Yeah, let's use this one. This one looks good. Paint. There we go. Ooh. This one's decent. Yeah, there we go. Alright, Blitz, you take it easy. Have a good day. thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, cool. Okay. Animated potato head will be... I may consider an animated potato head, but we'll see. Normally it's a crudely drawn MS Paint potato. And they're fantastic characters. They're fantastic characters. I was trying to turn my... make one of those animated characters. I may have to do that. I'll have to see if there's a program which does it. Make use of it. Make use of that. Okay. I do like this jazz. The jazz music is always good. Let me just check on here. Making sure Restream is still running. Because last time I was doing some streaming, right, and there's some hiccups happening on not on here, but not on Twitch, but on YouTube. And sometimes, yeah, it's always good to check. I found it was good to just make sure it's still running fine, and it is running fine. There's no no flops, no silliness, no foolishness. Okay, it's all good. We're all good. We're all running. We're still running in the green. So, okay. Where's my timer? Timer. Here we go. 10 minutes timer. 10 minutes. Cool. All right. Reset again. Let's do it. Let's do this, guys. Let's go for that 10-minute cracker. Oh, Lisa, thank you for the little raid. I saw you streaming, but it's tricky to come and watch you, because if I watch you stream, I won't stream myself. And then it happened yesterday. The same thing happened yesterday. I ended up watching you stream, and I was working on my own, working offline instead. So I had to make that decision that I thought he was going to be coming back on Friday. I thought he was going to be streaming on Friday. Let's do that there. Also welcome those that have joined from Lisa's stream. Welcome. It worked. Your raid worked. No, you crashed my stream. No, look what you done. You crashed my stream, Lisa. You ruined it. You ruined my stream. It's all blown up now. Damn. You pressed the red button. Oh no. Right. Kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. How did your stream go? I'm surprised you ended your stream pretty early today. Is this the normal time you end it? Yesterday, you know what? Yesterday, I wasn't paying attention to what time it was here, but yeah, it's probably, is it 7 p.m. for you? Is it 7 p.m.? Always time gets lost when you're watching people stream. It's good. It's a good thing. Especially when you watch streamers that are interesting to watch. Yeah. Yesterday was normally, yeah, it was 6. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah. That was a good stream. No, it was a good stream. I was lurking, but I was listening in, and yeah, near the end it was it got really good. Especially when dealing with weirdos where you live, only outside your shop. How to deal with them. Very spooky. It got a bit spooky, and I think that's good. I think we should try and get you into gaming as well, playing like spooky horror games maybe. Since you like the Halloween stuff, maybe we should get you involved in some horror stuff. It's fine to scream. It's fine to scream if you have to. You know, if you get jump scared, it's perfectly fine. So I'm just doing. I'm basically just doing study paintings there. Just 10 minutes. 10 minutes a pop. To clean up my mess. Yeah, yeah. Oh, well, if you like the game, there's a game called Phasmophobia. I don't know if you've heard of it, um, but you might like it. You may like it. It's a rather spooky game. I'll be lurking. I'll check back. Okay, just okay. Cool, 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 cool. Well, when you do return, check out Phasmophobia. Um, yeah, it's definitely your kind of game. I'll guarantee it. I've been playing it quite a bit when it came out. So if you like paranormal, it's paranormal stuff. Oh yeah. So basically, you use the microphone. You use your microphone to talk to spirits with the spirit box. So you say like, "Is anyone here?" Like, or give us a sign, you know, or like, "Where are you?" And if you know, it's yeah, you have to you basically go into a haunted house that's been reported haunted, and you have to find the room where the haunting's in, and then you lay down things you lay down equipment to test to find out what kind of spirit dwells there. So it could be a demon, could be a phantom, could be a poltergeist. Ooh, there's a wide selection, but it's like playing Guess Who. Don't know if you remember the board game Guess Who. It's like playing Guess Who with paranormal stuff. But obviously the kicker is if you upset the ghost starts to haunt you, and if it gets you, you die. So so you see like a rather spooky spectre roaming the house. So yeah, Phasmophobia, a lot of fun that is. I did an art piece for it as well. For they had like a contest to see who can do the best Halloween piece, and I did like a kind of like a rendition of my own version of it. Sadly, I didn't win, but in the process, I made a nice piece that I was happy with. But the prize was you'd get 4 game keys you can give to someone, give to people. So I've got 3 minutes left. 3 minutes left until the timer runs out. Oh, well, paint faster, paint faster. Yeah. So I was just saying to the people that are watching before that, you know, I used to do these kind of paintings in Starbucks. I'd sit there with my laptop, with my graphics tablet, and just paint away whilst drinking coffee and paint. The hunger to paint was strong, especially with coffee. When you got a place that stinks of coffee, and you got creative things in your mind, nothing stops you. Nothing can stop you. You can just go on for hours. I'd be the last one to leave the coffee shop. But obviously, I'd be respectful. I would still buy coffee. You know, I've seen a lot of people that go into coffee shops and don't buy anything. Like sneaky students. But yeah, I spend a few bit just to you know, show my support for those kind of businesses. Obviously, because it's Starbucks, I'm sure Starbucks doesn't really give a damn. But yeah, unfortunately, smaller coffee shops don't really. There's not that many in London, and the ones that are in London, they don't really have any power ports, you know, for laptops and stuff. So it's a bit of a bummer. That's why Starbucks and chain coffee shops tend to be really good with those. Excuse me. With those sort of things, those services. How long have I got left? Oh, minimised my timer. 1 minute left. Oh man, this one was a tricky one. There's a bit of an angle going on there. Let's get that shoulder in. Block that shoulder in. Yeah. Copyright free jazz music, coffee shop music. That's what you need to get things like this done. Okay, that's a bit lighter there. Oh, there you go. Darn it. 10 minutes pop. Right, let's find another female bust head. These have been really good so far. I've been enjoying these. Reminds me of the old days, the good old days when I used to really make myself work harder to get these done every day. I used to do like about 10 of these every day, like 10 all headshots. And yeah, didn't have to come out right or wrong. It's just a case of knowing what you're trying to do and speeding up. Each time you do it, you start to develop this way of really working it. It's really, really handy. Trying to find a female one. There we go. Get some female ones, please. There we go. Oh, let's get these ones. Syllabus. Yeah, that one looks nice. Oh. Yeah, one of the flowers looks fun, but let's what's the other one look like? The other lady, there we go. The other lady looks pretty swish. Yeah, let's try this. Well, let's be adventurous. I think let's be adventurous because the other one, the one I found originally, looks a bit too simple. This lady has like flowers on her head and everything. She looks pretty cute as well. Just trying to find a good rotation because like it's a 360. 360 or it looks like 180 rotation of her face. Nice to get one which has a. Oh, actually, this one's pretty good. Oh, this one's nice. Yeah, let's use this one. Okay, here we go. Screen that. Bam. Okay, let's bring this over to Photoshop. Oh, there she is. Oh, whoa. There we go. So I've kept it grayscale just because it's a value study. I don't want to spend too long on doing value. Don't want to spend too long doing color because for the color right now, 10 minutes is not enough. I'm not that quick to do 10 minutes of coloring. It's a challenge. But with values, it's a lot more easier because you're just looking at values and values are relatively simple, easy on the eyes as well. Okay. Let's get it on. So let's get that base value of the background down. There we go. Just get that in. Smash that in. There we go. Right. Just try and block this in. with the shortest number of lines, and then really chisel down the areas. Goes up there. Switch to that. So that's the nostril part. Cool. Yeah, it's been a while. I used to do. It's been a while since I did like human-based studies in a while, because I used to do this a lot in. Wasn't a lot in museums. I used to go to British Museum, the Victoria and Albert Museum as well. On weekends, I'd be there. Painting sculptures, people. Mostly just sculptures, because sculptures would never move. Drawing people. Sometimes tourists would just stand there, and that's fine. You get a good 2 to 3 minutes of capturing them, but yeah, I found that sculpture's a lot better. Okay, let's bring that. Let's talk in there. Yeah. Time is it? It's gone 11 here. 18 minutes past 11. It's very late. I always stream late, which is another problem. I think this is one of my flaws, really, because after eating, I get really sleepy. And tired. I'm feeling the fatigue right now as well, because normally I go to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning, which is not good enough. I get back up. I wake up at 8:15 to get ready to work. I just jump straight onto the laptop, which is next to me, and then plug the tablet in and get on with the publication work that I would normally do. There's a deadline for tomorrow. There's a product that's been launched, so kind of helping on that. Small campaigns or promotions and stuff. It's very important. Kind of overseeing the. At least you can work from home. Yes. No, that's true. Yeah. Very fortunate. I'm very fortunate. One of those fortunate people that can work from home. But there is a downside to that as well, Samurai, because depending on the kind of work you do, like for my work, there's no real end time, if that makes sense. So if something needs to be done by, let's say, today, then you have to, then you probably work till the evening or whatever the following night to make sure it's all ready. There's no like, well, tough sort of thing. If it's your responsibility to make sure it's done. So I mean, this will be the same. This would be the same kind of thing if we were back in the studio. But yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I think we've had this conversation before. I miss, I kind of envy people that work in retail. It's like, damn, those retail quacks have got it easy. They start work and they finish work and then they can go home. Yeah, they just clock off, like, oh yeah, look, it's 5 o'clock, right? Time to clock out, go home, done. But yeah, I guess we've been told it's not the case. But I don't know if Lisa's still lurking. I don't know. Like, I know she works late sometimes. I don't know. I don't know, Lisa. Have you ever worked beyond your hours to get work done? Like, or is it you can pretty much, leave at a certain point of time? And but then again, I guess the work you're doing is kind of your dream job, isn't it? So you're doing what you want to do. So it's I guess it's a different kind of yeah. Let's bring this down a bit. There we go. Beeping's up there. Jawline comes in. Actually, let me just bash this in. Darken that. There we go. There we go. I think Lisa's still cleaning up, so she's not responded. Oh, she's got a big chin now. That's a big chin. We'll fix that big chin. There we go. Madam, you have a big chin. Can we darken this? Oh, that's a bit too strong. There we go. Sounds so therapeutic. This track. Got 1 minute left. Sort of bumming around with this head shape, but I think it's kind of getting there. Obviously the little bits of thing at the top here as well. Just trying to find clumps to use as guides here as well. Clumps of hair. "48 seconds left. Oh no, not 48 seconds. Don't, no, not 48 seconds. No, no, not the 48 seconds. Mamma mia. Mamma mia. I might do a few. Might continue this on a few more minutes. I think. Let's add another 10 minutes on this one. There we go. Let's add another 10 minutes on this one. I think I like making female heads. Something about them. I bumped it up for another. I was gonna work on the Gullymon, but I think let's just work on this a bit more, and then another 10 minutes, and then do the Gullymon. Okay, so it's got a bumpy nose there as well. So let's Send. Just got bumpy nose as well. So I'm forcing myself to rely on just purely on the values as well, the values palette. There's not many ranges here, so I can't really do much. But saying that, you know, no excuse. You should be able to still make something of it, basically. Values, has that one there? That's the one. Darker. Darker. So added a bit more variation on the cheekbones. They're just a so there's the light shadow here. It's always tricky to do these things with, I said before, fixed value. Fixed value is always a fiddly diddly thing, yeah? But the more you spend time with it, you start to become easier. Eyes are always find eyes to be tricky at times, especially it's about getting the eyeball in there first, and then 4 minutes to go. 4 minutes to go. this mouth. She's got protruding cheekbones, so it's an important thing to address there. Oh, and it comes down all the way. A chisely kind of Ooh, 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Oh man, see that? Even the slightest tap of value can ruin it. Oh. Trying to get that nose to be less weirdy, but she's got a button nose. She's got a button nose, but there's slight what's like the lighter? No, it's not lighter. That one there. There's like a upper lip reflection. There you go, like a reflection of her lips. There you go. Can't see it, but it's like a really subtle. She does look pretty. She does look pretty. On the reference, not my one. The reference. I think mine looks a bit. She looks a bit. Ooh. Ooh. She looks a bit. Ooh. Oh, you know what? Oh, you know what? I forgot to check. Oh, there you go. Forgot to check the Kato. Forgot people are on there. There you go. Rogue Blazer. Hollow Rogue Blazer. Sorry, I forgot to check on there. Oh. Okay. That's the old buzzer telling me like cease. Let me just do the neck here and then. So, I might do another. I'm tempted to do another headpiece, or a Gullymon. I was doing a Gullymon doodle. I could resume that. Excuse me. Yeah, but more light on that shoulder there. I think I'm not pleased with the nose. That's my only thing I'm seeing here. A bit more, just a bit more that way. I think mine's a bit stretched. I could probably squash it. Can I squash it? Can I be? There we go. Squash it a bit. A little slight squash. There we go. Slight squash. But I think her chin is leveled. It's more leveled on mine. There you go, like that. Yeah. I wonder shadow on that chin as well. Always get peeping in, yeah. Road Blazer always peeps in, you little peeper. Yeah. So I got reached the 2-hour mark. I'll do another 30 minutes. So maybe I could do that Gullymon. I'll show you the Gullymon I did. Boop, boop, boop. There you go. That's what I originally started off at. So I could probably resume this sketch. I was going to do like a proper full-on pose. I'm not sure where it was going, but let's see what happens. Let's work this up a bit more. Keep a copy of that. I'm not sure where I'm going with it, but it could be a full-on drafted piece of some sort. I don't know, but yeah. Let's do this. Yeah, I wasn't really sure where I was going with this piece when I first started, so you know. I wasn't really sure myself to begin with. I was like, oh, you know, let's make a Gullymon, and then that was it. To be honest, the other thing I'm not really sure about is the pose. What sort of pose to do? I mean, these creatures have a rather strange form. Maybe like looking that way and then chest towards us. think this one looked this did look good. The shape one. I feel like the silhouette of it is just what stands out really. Yeah, and then maybe. Maybe like a some sort of, yeah. So always trying to like think of these poses is always a tricky thing, you know, especially when you on the fly. I've got some references here, but the references don't really, don't really emphasize more on what I want it to do. But maybe a bit more twist. Maybe it's like. So a bit more dynamics to it, like so. Yeah, maybe like a leapy pose or something. Leapy creatures. Like so. Something like that, you know, maybe a bit more emphasis on the claws there, you know. A bit more dynamic-y kind of jumpy posy. Leg is a bit too forward, I think, maybe. Like so. Yeah, not really sure. Copy that in. Copy that. There you go. getting these shapes in is what counts. Form. Tail-on thing, what are they called? Yeah. Whew. Stretch my wrists, my arms and hands and fingers. Always do regular little stretches of the hands just to make sure the energy's still running, surging through it. You know, that's the importance of it. What time is it now? I've been streaming for 2 hours. Yeah, another 15 or so minutes, and I'll have to maybe call it time. I think doing like long sessions of drawing, especially when you're fatigued, it's not really good, because that's when things go wrong. And sometimes coming back to it with a clear mind is always great. It helps to discover things. You know, so you might ask yourself, well, you know, could have done it this way. I still like that dynamic pose, but there's something about it which I do like it. It's a nice pose. So it looks a bit too bland for my taste. I think it's just the head I like. I like that head. That's the only thing that drew my attention. And I was see when I did that yesterday, whilst I was watching Lisa's stream, I just wasn't really thinking, just going with the flow of, you know, of what I want to draw, rather than forcing upon it. If you force upon yourself to draw something, then it will never come out the way you want it to, intentionally to. So I find it sometimes it's just best to, you know, let it come out naturally. You know what? I've not done a dynamic kind of top up pose or something like that. Let's have it go. Like, so like, you know, maybe if it's I don't think there's an underside of this Dali one. I've got the undersides. I don't have the underside shots. No, I don't. Okay. Like so, you know, it's like an upper shot like that. Upper shots like that, you know. Like so. I've never done upper shots like that. do like a little head turn maybe. It's got a bit of a neck thing going on there as well, so make sure that so I'm not really thinking about the posing, and even though it's dynamic, it's not feeling it. But again, just shooting down ideas for possible poses to do next time, possible poses to make. Normally, the best way, the right way to do this, and it's not this way, is by doing thumbnails. That's what we've been doing. But the reason why I'm doing it this way is because just to unwind, just really let go of the idea and make something. Maybe bring that like so. Maybe it's got its claws out, you know, like that. There you go, and that, maybe that hind leg is the hind leg comes down here. It's got small elbows. That's the thing. It's got small elbows. Got small biceps, but I guess he makes up for the upper, you know, this makes for this shoulder. The shoulder. I want to try and I don't want to make it look like a weedy shoulder. I want to try and give him some bit of finesse. You know, get more out of it. Like that, you know, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, something like that, you know, something like that gives a bit more, you know, boomp, oomphy. But let's just cut this out. Paste that in. Let's just knock this the one on the left back a bit. Oh, what's happened there? Oh no, what's happened? There we go. There we go. Oh. What time is it? Oh man, again, it's nearly midnight. It's hitting the nearly midnight mark. I'm about 10 minutes away from ending. If you're still watching, I was going to say thanks for hanging out with me. I mean, it's been a great little study session. I want to try and do more of these studies more often. I think it'd be nice to do those than the full-on pieces. I mean, the full-on pieces are great. Don't get me wrong, but it might be good to do like these, squeezing these sessions in between. So that's like you can watch me work on stuff like this, and you know, hopefully if it gives you something back, if it gives you some form of insight to my silly habits of doing stuff, if it helps you in any way, you know, it's great. You know, if you want to just paint alongside me, that's fine. I've seen some people to do that. You know, it's a very, very cool thing. I think that neck comes down a bit more. There we go. Maybe that cuts in like that. My laptop keeps blinking there because it's like trying to save power, whichever. It's fine. Don't wanna constantly keep turning it on and off. Maybe like do like on a rock or something. I don't know. What does his feet look like? Feet are just okay. So it's bump. Okay, so it's not really much of a. It's not really much of a like. If I had hind legs, but it's just basically. Yeah. I'm not sure if he's actually got this Renan Gallimon thing has got like actual ligament muscles on it. Like, I have to. We'll have to investigate this. I'll have to investigate this further. Science. There's a bit of science to figure out what's going on here. That leg's it's squashed in. I'm squashed him in there. That's not how it should be done. Squashing his legs in there. So yeah, his pattern has got a pattern thing here going on here. You know, the pattern thingy bob. Maybe this comes down a bit, considering it's like he's got like a. There we go, like that. So it's a bit more. In fact, that should probably. Oh. Like so. I think that probably might just show a little, like so. So I'm trying to keep that angle, this kind of thing going on here. Probably comes down, actually yeah, around here. Yeah. Well, honestly, itchy eyes. Cool. Well, let's wrap it up here. I was going to do a session of System Shock, but I think I'll skip that for tomorrow night. I think tomorrow night I'll stream a bit early, do some more work on this maybe, or maybe some more warm-ups, and then jump into gaming. And I think that'd be nice. Thursday and Friday will be the System Shock stuff, and we're getting close to the ending of that. I think I'm halfway through it, because we still haven't reached the Rickenbacker, which is the other part of the spooky ship. Yeah, make some progress. Let me scale this down a bit. Let me just do the feet as well, because it's best to do everything. He's got big feet. He's got big feet. Yeah, he does have big feet. Okay, I'll take it back. He's got big feet. So increase the brush size there for no reason. So trying to make that the foot believable, so it's not completely. There you go. Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Oh. Cool. I think I reached my end of my session, I think, for tonight. 2 hours and 24 minutes, so I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. So let's see let's wrap it up and see what we've done. So we made this Gallimon stuff, fine. We did the landscapes. We started off with the landscapes. Great stuff. This was great landscape thumbnails, simple, clean. You know, I'm actually going to save this out. Send it to a friend who has helped me a lot. Just going to pop that into here. And then the headshot stuff. Now this is the stuff we. This is great stuff. I enjoyed doing this stuff. So there's the first one, which I'll group up. Then this one. And then the silly head. The silly head. Oh, it's another filter there. And then our lovely friend here, whoever that is. These are all 10-minute studies. So you know, great way to continue. You know, great to build up your flow of art. And oh, what's going on here? There we go. And then last but not least, that one there. Yeah, just some nice ones there, nice heads. Cool. Right, I'm gonna wrap it up here, guys. Again, thanks for hanging out with me. I'm gonna jump on Discord now. Just gonna hang out for Discord for a bit before I disappear to 40 winks. I'm very tired actually because Tuesday, so yesterday, and Monday I went to bed around about 2 o'clock in the morning. That's not good. Yeah, so waking up early just knackers me out. So I think tonight I want to try and sleep back before 2 o'clock. Even sleeping at 1 o'clock would be nice, but I'll get caught in conversations every time, and yeah, I want to try and sleep better tonight. But yeah, I'll be back. I'll try and be back tomorrow again. Yeah, a bit of arting maybe, or jump straight into System Shock. We'll see how I'm feeling, but yeah, definitely doing something for tomorrow. Keep that stream flow going. So yeah, thanks for hanging out with me, guys, and yeah, until next time, keep watching the skies, and I will see you next time. Ciao. Bye. Bye. Bye.